Finally, advice number 6. Set yourself a target of al-hajj al-mabrur, a hajj that is accepted by Allah. In the hadith, which every pilgrim will know, the Prophet ﷺ said, "Man hajja falam yarfuth walam yafsuq raja'a kayawmi waladathu ummuh." Whoever performs hajj and does not have sexual relations with his wife nor commits sin, then he returns from hajj as pure and free from sins as on the day on which his mother gave birth to him. Allahu Akbar. And he also said, alayhi salatu wassalam, وَالْحَجُّ الْمَبْرُورُ لَيْسَ لَهُ جَزَاءٌ إِلَّا الْجَنَّةِ. That carrying out a hajj that is mabrur, meaning accepted by Allah, there is no reward for this other than Jannah. Allahu Akbar. There is no reward for the hajj that is mabrur other than Jannah. So set your eyes on this as your goal, a hajj that is mabrur. But to qualify ourselves for such a magnificent prize, a magnificent hajj must be what we offer Allah. A magnificent hajj that is free from backstabbing, free from excessive complaining, free from pride, showing off, free from treacherous glances, free from time wasting. Anas ibn Malik, look at their ethic, Ya Allah. In search for a hajj mabrur, Anas ibn Malik entered into a state of pilgrimage and his companion said, ما سمعناه متكلما إلا بذكر الله حتى حل ثم قال يا ابن أخي هكذا الإحرام. They said, we didn't hear him say anything except the remembrance of Allah till the end of his pilgrimage. Then he turned to us and said in the end, my brother, this is how a person behaves when in ihram. And Ata, he said that I saw Abdullah ibn Umar and Abdullah ibn Abbas, two companions. He said, I saw them يطوفان بالبيت جميعا كأن على رؤوسهم الطير تخشعا. He said, I saw them circumambulating around the Kaaba and they were so serene, so humble and silent that it was as if birds were sat on their heads. And Ata, he also said, طفت وراء ابن عمر وابن عباس فلم أسمع أحدا منهما يتكلم في الطواف. I did tawaf behind Abdullah ibn Umar and Abdullah ibn Abbas, the two eminent companions, and I did not hear either one of them utter a single word, meaning except with the remembrance of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Now this type of ethic and hard work comes as no surprise because they were fully aware of what a hajj mabrur entails. And as for a lot of us, sadly, hajj is a time to unleash that selfie stick, to stream live feeds from Mecca, to carefully choose the most religiously scenic backdrops for the Instagram or TikTok upload. Wherever you look, you can't help but notice the never-ending posing, flashes, videoing and snapping. Honestly, is this the state of ikhbat, humility, that reflects the heart of a pilgrim who fears his sins and is desperate for a clean slate? A sign that your hajj is mabrur is that you see a change in yourself when you return. A change of heart, a change of mind, a change in manners, change in priorities, change in purpose, change of how you spend your weekends, how you spend your spare time, change in sleeping patterns, change in hours of wakefulness, change in priorities. An accepted hajj truly changes everything. You arrive back to your home having realized that your hajj was an agreement, a contract that you'd made with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, a promise that you shall live as a Muslim and die as a Muslim, and that you will dedicate your life to Him, and that you will never be the same person again. Now, how these 6 pieces of advice that I've shared with you relate to the pilgrim, I think and I hope is quite clear and obvious. But I also hope that it has been clear to some of you watching this, that these 6 pieces of advice, they're not limited to the pilgrim, but they hold true for every Muslim as life advice as you sit in your home during the month of Dhul Hijjah as a non-pilgrim. Let me rewind and allow me to demonstrate. We said number one, before you leave, position your heart correctly. Do you remember? That holds true for you as a non-pilgrim as well. Position your heart correctly, because huge actions may be dwarfed in size because of an ill intention. And the opposite is true. Small actions may be amplified in size because of a good and pure intention. And then we said number two, your money could not have been spent on a worthier cause. That holds true for you as well as a non-pilgrim. Spend in these days of Dhul Hijjah. Find those who are in need. Begin with your family. Dedicate some money for the udhiyah. Do it. And set aside a small sum of money for each day of the first 10 days of Dhul Hijjah, in the hope that your sadaqah will become an ethic of yours and your lifeline all throughout the year. And then we said number three, if you remember, be more concerned with the quality of your worship than its quantity. That holds true as well for you as a non-pilgrim. Because what propels worship is not so much what these do, the limbs. What propels worship is what sits in here, your heart, as you worship Him. It's a race of hearts to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And then we said number four, realize that greatness of time, place, and worship have all come together. That holds true to a large extent for you as a non-pilgrim as well. Okay, you're not doing Hajj and you're not in Mecca, but guess what? The blessings of these days extend to every Muslim, inshaAllah. And that's why some of the companions, like Ibn Abbas, permitted people gathering in mosques on the day of Arafah for the purpose of reciting Quran and worship and dhikr. They called it at-ta'rif. So clearly to them, its virtue, the virtue of this day, extends to all Muslims in all locations, not just the pilgrims. And then we said number five, your reward will be proportional to your effort. That holds true for you as a non-pilgrim as well, because people will reap a harvest on the day of judgment according to the efforts that they had exerted today in sowing the seeds of good deeds. So expend every bit of energy you have in drawing nearer to Allah. Tire yourself in doing so, because your reward is proportionate to the effort that you expend. And then we said number six, and we concluded with this, set yourself a target of Hajj Mabrur, the accepted Hajj. Right? In other words, the ethic of excellence. So that holds true for you as well. When doing Hajj, aim for excellence. And for a believer, he accepts nothing lesser than the ethic of excellence in worship, in dress, in private conduct, and planning for their religion. They are people of excellence in all what they do all throughout the year.